and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to the News Express on Global TV. We're live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Chidinma Jarrison. And on Global TV News headlines, Tinubu says fuel subsidy removal necessary to avert financial crisis. Governors hire consultants to break disclosed monopoly over poor power supply. Governor Zulum appoints Senator Kaka Shehu as 2024 Hajj Committee Chairman. And the federal government attracts $50 million investment for conversion of commercial buses to CNG. And on the foreign news, Russian drone attacks damages hotel in Ukraine's Mykolaiv. And now in sports, Iwobi surpasses Michael's Premier League appearances. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has filed a lawsuit against the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, over the failure to account for and explain the whereabouts of the alleged missing $2.4 billion and $164 billion oil revenue. The suit followed an allegation documented in the recently published 2020 audited report by the Auditor General of the Federation that the NNPC failed to remit the money into the Federation account. Bandits have now raided the Alawa community where three days after the military authorities withdrew soldiers in the community in Shirowa local government area of Niger State. One of the residents, Malam Yahuza Halawa, who confirmed the invasion, said bandits entered Alawa and the adjoining communities on Sunday morning and stole their foodstuffs and other valuables, including goats and other domestic animals. He said there has been a huge challenge at the Central Primary School arena where dozens of them sought refuge, citing hunger and lack of space to sleep as major issues. The Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa in Abuja called on Nigerians, irrespective of tribe or religion, to shame the country's enemies by uniting against banditry, terrorism, and other common enemies. Speaking at the second edition of Unity School's Old Students Association Sports Carnival, Musa called on Nigerians to continue to promote the nation's diversity for national development. And from the State House, President Bola Tinubu has stated during a panel session at the ongoing World Economic Forum in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which focuses on global collaboration, growth, and energy for development, that his administration's removal of the fuel subsidy was in the best interest of Nigeria, saying it was necessary not to plunge the country into bankruptcy. He added that the countries believe in economic collaboration and inclusiveness among other nations to drive stability on the global stage. He further added that for Nigeria, we are immensely consistent with beliefs that the economic collaboration and inclusiveness are necessary to engender stability in the rest of the world. In the meantime, the federal government, through the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNGI, has attracted a $50 million deal for the conversion of commercial vehicles to run on compressed natural gas. The PCNGI Program Director and Chief Executive, Mr. Michael Uluwagbemi, stated that the deal, which was a private sector initiative, would enable the construction of CNG conversion workshop infrastructure across the country. We'll take a short break now. When we return, continue the news. We apologize for that break in transmission. Thanks for staying with us. The federal government, through the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative (PCNGI), has attracted a $50 million deal for the conversion of commercial vehicles to run on compressed natural gas. The PCNGI Program Director and Chief Executive, Mr. Michael Oluwagbemi, stated that the deal, which was a private sector initiative, would enable the construction of CNG conversion workshop infrastructure across the country. PCNGI is a component of President Bola Tinubu's administration's policies directed at providing succor to the masses. Following the removal of fuel subsidies to alleviate the burden of rising fuel prices, the federal government allocated 100 billion naira from the 500 billion naira palliative budget to buy 5,500 CNG vehicles, tricycles, and 100 electric buses, and over 20,000 CNG conversion kits. Meanwhile, the federal government has begun the demolition of properties affected by the right-of-way on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road construction. The Special Advisor, Mr. Aji Uchenna, on media to the Minister of Works, David Umahi, made this known in a statement released on Sunday in Abuja. The project would mark a major milestone in the renewed roadmap of President Bola Tinubu towards economic diversification. Borno State Governor Babagana Umar Zulum has appointed a senator representing Borno Central District, Kaka Shehu Lawan, as the chairman for the 2024 Borno Hajj Steering Committee. The committee at the Council Chamber Government House in Maiduguri, Zulum, noted that the aim of establishing the committee was to ensure a strong base that would drive an effective exercise of the 2024 Hajj in Mecca. Senator Lawan explained that the job of steering the Hajj Committee is multitasking and will be very easy and successful with the help of committee members. A special squad of police operatives deployed by Delta State Commissioner of Police Olufemi Abinawunda to accelerate the fight against crime in the state has broken into the dens of suspected kidnappers in Sakle and Ugeli areas of the state. The Police Public Relations Officer for Delta State Command, Bright Edafe, in a signed statement in Warri, said that the special squad led by ASP Julius Robinson arrested 6 suspected kidnappers. They recovered 1 pump-action gun, 3 Beretta pistols, 1 revolver pistol, 1 locally made cutlass-sized gun, and they have also rescued 3 kidnapped victims. The PPRO stated that efforts are being intensified to arrest the other fleeing gangster members. In the meantime, the Commissioner of Police, Delta State Command, Abani Wanda Olufemi, has reiterated that the welfare of both 7 and late officers is part of the primary interest of the Inspector General of Police. Olufemi stated this while presenting a check of over 47 million naira to the family of deceased police officers in Asaba, the headquarters of the command. The checks were issued to the next of kin of the deceased officers and are part of the IGP's family welfare scheme, group life assurance, and group personal accident insurance scheme. You're watching the News Express coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using at Global TV NG and other handles now showing on the screen. When the News Express returns, poor power supply, governors hire consultants to break disco's monopoly. These and other stories coming right after this break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the News Express. Thank you for staying with us. And now on the foreign scene, a Russian drone attack heavily damaged a hotel in Ukraine's southern city of Mykolaiv. The governor of the border Mykolaiv region said the hotel housed English-speaking mercenaries fighting in Ukraine. Kyiv and Ukraine State Emergency Service said the Russian attack also damaged windows in a nearby hotel and the heat-generating infrastructure was damaged. And on a rather sad note, the death toll due to floods in Kenya has risen to 76, with 29 people injured and 19 still missing. A government spokesperson said as authorities ordered more evacuations of people from at-risk areas due to ongoing heavy rainfall. Earlier, a truck carrying people in Makueni County, southern Kenya, was swept away by raging waters. The president said that he is working with multi-agency teams to provide adequate support to all those in need and to move citizens who are in dangerous areas that may be susceptible to flood away from those areas. The Kenya Meteorological Department issued an advisory explaining that heavy rainfall will continue in several parts of Kenya, including Nairobi, although the intensity is likely to reduce on Sunday. And now in business news, governors of the 36 states of the Federation have agreed to work together to tackle epileptic power supply in the country. As part of measures to achieve these objectives, the governors have agreed to take steps to break the monopoly of discos in power distribution across the state. And still on business news, the Naira has uncovered against the US dollar at the parallel market as it appreciated to 1,280 naira per dollar. This implied that the naira appreciated by 120 naira, representing a gain of 8.57% when the local currency had, in the midweek, lost a third of its value barely 2 weeks after strengthening to below 1,000 naira against the dollar compared to the 1,400 to a dollar at which it traded. It later dropped to 1,400 naira against the dollars at the black market on reports of fresh damage, demand pressure. Currency traders have attributed the recent depreciation of the naira to market forces as supply has been unable to meet up with the demand. And now in sports news, Alex Iwobi has moved ahead of John Michael Obi on the list of highest capped Nigerian players in the Premier League, as Iwobi was in action for 90 minutes in Fulham's 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace at the Craven Cottage on Saturday, which was his 250th Premier League appearance. The 27-year-old was previously tied on 249 appearances with former Chelsea midfielder Michael Iwobi will now set his sights on usurping Yakubu Ayegbami in third position. For the second consecutive time in 2 months, the Super Eagles have seen the squad market value drop in the transfer market. Despite finishing second at the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast in February, the three-time African champions suffered a massive drop of €121 million the first time this year. They dropped down 2 steps and are now ranked the 15th most valuable international team in the world, while retaining their position as the most financially valuable team in Africa. And as we end the Global TV News Express, let's recap the headlines. On Global TV News headlines, Tinubu said fuel subsidy removal necessary to avert financial crisis. Governors hire consultants to break Disco's monopoly over poor power supply. Governor Zulum appoints Senator Kakashew as 2024 Hajj Committee Chairman. And federal government attracts 50 million investment for conversion of commercial buses to CNG. And on the foreign news, Russian drone attacks damages hotel in Ukraine's Mykolaiv. And now in sports, Iwobi surpasses Michael's Premier League appearance record. And that's it on the News Express, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital in Abuja. We're live on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using our Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Chidimma Jerison, thanking you for watching. I'll see you again.